Hello, dear friends. I'm here to tell you an exciting story. First of all, you will agree with me, I hope, that life is a great adventure and that when you step onto the path of Tantra, this adventure becomes better and better, more and more exciting. So now comes the Brazilian adventure, and it'll celebrate the coming out of my book, The Art of Sexual Ecstasy. And this is giving you the understanding and the steps and the methods to go from not knowing anything about Tantra, in this case I would call it SkyDancing Tantra because this is my path, to getting to the highest point, which is the marriage between energy and consciousness, between Shakti and Shiva, where the two partners dissolve into expanded consciousness, dissolve into the universe, dissolve beyond the ego into infinite bliss. So this is what SkyDancing Tantra is about. It is a path of sexual alchemy. It is actually a spiritual path. Don't get me mistaken, okay? It's a path that awakens your vital energy through the expansion of your orgasmic capacity, and then teaches you how to channel this orgasmic power through each of your energy centers. The solar plexus, which is power, the heart, which is self-acceptance and love, the throat, which is expression, and so on and so forth until you get to the samadhi point at the crown where you are one with all that is. It is the most wonderful journey in the world, and it takes care of all the religious oppression and all, the repression and guilt that we have been educated in. And now is the time when you have a taste of bliss to recognize that in fact you're a sovereign being that is free to decide about his or her life without anybody's interference. And this is the door to creativity. And this is what SkyDancing Tantra teaches you. Now, SkyDancing Tantra is an amazing method that was started by Buddha Padmasambhava and Yeshe Tsogyal in the 8th century Tibet. They were the first sky dancers. And it is a method that goes from your sexual center all the way to your samadhi center. And I developed so many tools of modern psychology to make these steps of your travel available to all of you. Now, why is SkyDancing Tantra so special? Because our school is the oldest Tantra school in the Western world. I call us the Christian Dior of Tantra. You know why? Because we have already been existing, teaching, expanding for 35 years. And because the founder, me, is called the legend or the grandmother of Tantra, because I'm the oldest Tantra teacher in the Western world. So, and Tantra is keeping me alive and vital and happy, and I think that says something. So now come and have a taste of it, because I'm not going to be around forever. And maybe I'll come back and maybe I won't. So here's what's going to happen. When I'm in Brazil, I'm going to teach 3 programs, and I invite you to come to all of them. The first one is going to be how to be a great tantric lover. Now, this is about the fact that very often people jump into intimacy too quick. They don't prepare, they don't harmonize the sexual part, the physical part, the heart part, the soul part. And so some people also do the sex part without having the heart involved. Or they prefer to be in the heart, but then they don't want the sex involved. So now I'm going to teach you how to go through the steps that create this harmony before you enter into intimacy. Then we take it slow, we create a sacred space, we honor each other as a divine aspect of ourselves, we have dignity, we have sincerity, and then we move slowly to freedom. How do we create a situation where we can be in our integrity, in our wholeness, even and especially when we're in a relationship? So when you're in a relationship, you need to remain in a place of freedom, where you respect your integrity and where you are able to stay in this integrity, in this independence, even when you are in a relationship. And we will teach you how to relax in high states of arousal, which is going to expand your multi-orgasmic capacity. And we will teach you the importance of rituals to focus consciousness where you want to focus it, the importance of the sacredness of love and the sacredness of pleasure as a stepping stone to love. And I'm going to be teaching with my beloved partner. His name is Prem Gopal. I call him Tito. And he has been a student, then an assistant, then a support person, and now he's a co-teacher. And he has been a certified SkyDancing Tantra teacher, which takes 6 years of your life before you reach that point. So we are the best, no doubt about it. And I don't say that to, fluff myself up. I don't need to. I've already achieved the success. I say that because this is important information, so that you know how to be selective in all the many things that are offered, especially in the field of Tantra. And then the second group in Brazil is going to be called Love, Sex, and Awakening. And this is the title of my latest book. And this is basically giving you a taste of going from opening your heart to dealing with your mind, so that your mind doesn't interfere all the time with your sensations, to finding out powerful ways of meditation where you can transcend your mind, and finding out ways where you can receive tenderness, receive love, receive massage, and open your heart to share yourself exactly how you want to do it with the partners you select in the group. And then in the third group, we are going to learn about the secrets of tantric love. Each secret will take one day or one afternoon. And I'm not going to go into too many details, but I can tell you one thing. My favorite secret, which everybody forgets because we're too busy, but it's very important. And in ancient Tantra, it was the number one. And that secret is the art of devotion. And the art of devotion means that you are able to look at your partner as a Shiva in their essence of their infinite potential to transcend the ego and to be fully present to now. And also the power of Shakti, which is the goddess and the energy embodiment. And this is actually how we need to see each other, how the man can look at the woman in her aspect of divine goddess. And when you are able to do that for real, which we'll teach you, then all of a sudden you're so much more easily capable of transcending all the problems of your relationship, because they're all ego problems. Yeah, they're very real, but there's a way out, and I'm going to teach you how. So those are the three groups we're going to teach in Brazil. And maybe there will be, after that, a development, if the people want it, to create a SkyDancing Tantra Institute in Brazil, in which case we will actually come with our best teachers to teach the 3 cycles of the love and ecstasy training. The first one is sexual healing, dealing with all the traumas we might have had in our life, in our sexual life. The second one is going to be developing your multi-orgasmic response. And the third one is riding the wave of bliss, which is into the mystical dimension of SkyDancing Tantra. So I hope you will come and you will learn about this wonderful path. And this is also probably the only path that can offer you a book, The Art of Sexual Ecstasy, in which you will have all the steps that you're going to practice in the workshop explained already in the book in great detail with clarity, so that you can also master the understanding and the theory behind your practice, which is of course very useful if you ever want to become a teacher, because you have to understand what you're doing, not just feel it and have great pleasure into it. No, you have to be able to explain why you do it, how is that going to serve you, and how you can implement it in your daily life. Actualize it, otherwise it has no value. So welcome, join us, it's going to be a great adventure. See you soon.